Lueroi's Pokemon Black and White Walkthrough, Part 50. Alright, so we have defeated all 4 Elite Four members, and all that remains is the Champions Room, so we finally get to see who the winner between Alder and N was. Did Team Plasma take over the world, or did Alder save all the people and their Pokemon? I guess we'll find out soon enough. So yeah, you get down to this, like, epic staircase that just keeps going and going. I don't know how your player could possibly run this far up all these stairs. This is like some intense Rocky training or something. Like, seriously, you would get so tired. Why don't they have an elevator or something? But yeah, then you go into this cool building over here. And right away, you're gonna see N and Alder. And it looks like the battle has just ended. And N says, "It's over!" By the looks of things, N has actually defeated Alder, thanks to his powerful, legendary Zekrom. So as powerful as Alder was himself, he wasn't able to stop Team Plasma's king. So it looks like N is going to get what he wants for now, but that just means that we're going to have to face him, and we're going to have to be the ones that stop Team Plasma. And he finally notices me here. So he notices that I have the Light Stone with me. But we'll get to that in a minute. For now, what N is going to do is reveal Team Plasma's castle. Yeah, this is something that's been secretly built for, like, years and years, I suppose. And then it just, like, bursts out of the ground. Like, I don't know how this is even possible. If they're building this like, how did they build it underground? And why is it just, like, shooting up into the air? That doesn't even make sense to me, but whatever. Apparently, Team Plasma has just been, like, building this castle for all these years. All of this time. And look how giant it is. Like, this thing is, like, 500 stories high. For real. I'm actually a little bit impressed, but this is where the ending of the game is going to take place, inside this castle. And now all these staircases will fly down, and we'll be able to gain access into the castle. So this is, like, the epic showdown, and you're going to start to see a lot of these cutscenes towards the end here. Yeah, all I have to say is wow, this is like an epic building right here. And you have this awesome music, and the end of the game is drawing near. So I like how, like, we're all here, but we're just like, you know what, we're gonna do this the sophisticated way, and we're gonna go up to the top of the castle and battle like men. So yeah, then Sharon's actually gonna show up, and he's gonna talk to Alder. Turns out Sharon also beat the Pokemon League, so now I don't even feel like that great anymore about beating the Pokemon League. It's just everyone's beating them left and right. Like, N comes through and beats them, I come through and beat him, now Sharon comes through and beats him. Like, these guys don't even sound that strong anymore. But yeah, then they wish me good luck, and hopefully we can prove our points to N and Team Plasma that people and Pokemon should always stay together, because they are super close to separating Pokemon from people forever. So here we go. Don't look down, it is creepy over there. So yeah, into the castle we go. Now, this is where things get kind of interesting, because right off the bat you're going to see all of these Team Plasma sages. These are actually 6 of the 7 sages, and they all just, like, gang up on me. Like, seriously, this isn't even fair. I'm supposed to be going and battling Team Plasma's king. We're going to have, like, an epic showdown with legendaries, but these guys just think they're going to come in here and defeat me before I can even get to N. Like, I don't think so. I want my epic showdown. But luckily, luckily to stop these guys from teaming up on me, we have Clay over here, the gym leader, and he's not alone. He's brought all of the other gym leaders. Actually, all of the gym leaders here are here except for the very first gym, so you won't get those 3 little matching first gym leader dudes, but you get everyone else. But who really cares about the first gym anyways, because they're super weak. But apparently Bianca rounded up all these gym leaders and brought them here. So for once, Bianca does something useful and doesn't screw up. I mean, I wouldn't have expected her to actually show up here herself, but at least she got the gym leaders here. So they've all got your back, and they're going to take on these sages over here. Meanwhile, we can advance higher up into the castle. And you actually kind of have to wait a while to battle N. A lot of things happen. First of all, you have all these rooms that you pass by, and you never come back to this castle again, so I don't know how you can't stop yourself from going into every single room, because that's what I do every single time I play. I just check out, like, every single room, basically. But there actually are items to grab and stuff like that. You can actually heal up your Pokemon in this room right here. So yeah, don't worry about using Hyper Potions and Revives after you defeat the Elite Four, because you will be able to heal up for free over here. But yeah, as you're working your way up the castle, I mean, since you're never going to see this place again, you might as well check out the rooms. This lady right here heals up your Pokemon to complete health, and I think the other person tells you a story about N's childhood. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on about N here. I don't really want to talk to everybody, though. I'm mostly just here to grab these items, so yeah, I don't really want to miss out on anything, so I'll just go inside every single room here. And in a lot of the rooms, you just see Team Plasma guys walking around, and it's actually kind of sad in some ways, because they're kind of celebrating victory, like, hey, we defeated Alder, and we have our castle built, but at the same time, they know they have to, like, let go of their Pokemon, even though they've built strong bonds together, so it's like an emotional time for everybody, you know? And I'm probably overanalyzing this way too much. Anyways, this is like the computer hacking room or something. They've got these scientists in here trying to like hack into people's PCs so they can release their Pokemon. Or something crazy like that, I don't know. But I think there's another item in here. So yeah, like, Team Plasma's been building this castle. Why are there just like max revives lying around? Like, doesn't anyone want to pick that up? Like, maybe this guy who's the only one in the room? Like, there's just a max revive there. He's just like, no, I will not pick that up. I'll just let that sit there. And we'll let our #1 enemy take it instead. Yeah, if you come back here, this dude gives you an Ultra Ball. He says he doesn't need him to catch Pokemon anymore, which is kind of sad because, you know, Team Plasma is starting to accept that Pokemon are going to be separated from people forever. Now, this guy will actually teleport you back to the Pokemon League, which is kind of weird, but if you say yes, you will just go back to that little Pokemon Center area, and then you can, like, heal up your Pokemon and pretty much just take a break from all of this if you want, so that's actually a nice feature. And these shadowy ninja guys still freak me out, like, just appearing out of nowhere and disappearing just like that, like they have invisibility cloaks or something. But we're actually getting pretty close to the top here. It's a lot quicker if you just, like, run all the way to the end, but I can never stop myself from going inside all of the rooms. This room right here is really weird. This is supposed to be, like, N's room or something. I don't know if it was, like, back when he was a kid or whatever, but there's, like, all these toys in here, and the music gets all weird, but you can get a rare candy here. And I would just go ahead and use that rare candy right now, if you're a person that uses rare candies. The only reason I'm not using rare candies is just because I like my Pokemon at a low enough level, so it's, like, a fun challenge when I get to the Elite Four. Because I figure if I level them up too much, it'll just be too easy. Here's a full restore, and that's just gonna about do it for all these rooms. Eventually, we will get to the end of this, I promise. I think there might be one more, though. Alright, let's see what's in here, and then we can actually go up to the top and progress. Actually, I don't think there's anything in here, just those two guys talking. I guess there might have been an item at the very top, but I don't think there was anyways. So we'll go up the last set of stairs here, and we will see what awaits after this last room here. Getsis! Yeah, right when you try to get in, Team Plasma's Getsis stops you, and we're like, oh man, am I gonna have to battle this guy or what? But actually, he's not gonna battle you. He's just gonna acknowledge that you have the Light Stone, and he's like, alright, let's go. It's time for the showdown. Lueroi versus N. So, yeah, of course, Getsis is like Team Plasma's leader. And now Team Plasma's king, N, has like basically become the most powerful trainer in the world, other than me. Like, the two of us are the most powerful trainers in the world. We're about to battle, so Getsis is just like, go for it, man. You don't stand a chance anyways. So yeah, you get into this final room here, and all the way down the hall you see N just waiting for you. So yeah, this is epic. And N is ready to prove once and for all that his ideas have been right this entire time. And we've defeated N before. I'm not too worried. I mean, come on. We've battled this guy like, what, 2 or 3 times? And every single time we've beaten him. But I will admit he's gotten a lot stronger this time around. So N's going to talk a little bit. Of course he has control of Zekrom, which is like the big difference maker here. It makes him the most powerful trainer in the world. But you're actually... Well, yeah, he's just going to say, Zekrom, come. And then you get this awesome entrance here. See, this is one of the most cool things about, like, the Nintendo DS, because back in the Game Boy days, you could, like, never even imagine something like this happening. And then you get this epic, epic scene here. So this is Zekrom, the Dragon and Electric Legendary. If you're looking at the bottom screen, there's more stuff going on in all these cutscenes, but it's a pretty good shot right there. And yeah, if you don't think that thing is like super powerful, then you're crazy. Zekrom is a beast. So that is the Dragon and Electric type. Of course, if you're playing Pokemon White version, it's going to be flipped and it's going to be the opposite. But then suddenly, now that Zekrom has shown itself, our Light Stone begins to glow, and it floats up into the air, and even N takes a step back. And then, now we get to see the other legendary, Reshiram, the one that's going to be hopefully joining our team here. So it draws in an aura of the surrounding whatever universe, and releases it! So here we go. Oh yeah, there's Reshiram. So Reshiram is a dragon and fire type, which I kind of like a little bit more. The only other difference really between the two is that Reshiram's more of a special attacker, special defensive Pokemon, and Zekram's more of a physical attacking, physical defensive Pokemon. They're still pretty evenly matched though. Their stat numbers are completely equal. So here we go, Reshiram has revealed itself. So now we have the two most powerful Pokemon in the Unova region, the two most powerful trainers in the Unova region. And N has control of Zekrom, so I guess it's time for me to take control of Reshiram. So hopefully you have a lot of Ultra Balls with you, ready to go, because you're about to catch yourself the main legendary Pokemon in the game. So if you're playing Black, you're going to get Reshiram. If you're playing White, you're going to get Zekrom. Either way, you have a super powerful legendary Pokemon at level 50. And you guys know what it takes to catch a legendary Pokemon. It's not too easy. Of course, you got to weaken it down, get some status on it, put it to sleep, maybe paralyze it, and then just start throwing Ultra Balls. Now, what I think I'm going to do here is just use a Rock Slide, because that is super effective and it should do a good chunk of damage. Of course, this thing is very hard to put damage on just because it's a legendary Pokemon, obviously. And it actually hit me with a critical hit slash, but I have such good defense it doesn't really matter. So, I actually thought that was going to knock him out for a second there, but it looks like you lived with 1 hit point, which is perfect, because now I can throw an Ultra Ball. And guys, actually, Reshiram and Zekrom are surprisingly easy to catch. They're not as hard as the legendaries from back in the day, like Lugia, Kyogre, Groudon. The last couple of games, they've made the cover legendary a lot easier to catch, so just like that, 1 Ultra Ball is all it took for me. So it's really not that uncommon to catch it in 1 Pokeball, really. Not a Pokeball, but like 1 Ultra Ball. So there we go, and I never really give nicknames to the legendaries just because, I don't know, I just never do. So there we go, we have captured Reshiram. Now you're probably wondering, I already have 6 Pokemon, how do I get this thing? Well, you can actually access it from your box right here, right now, and add it to your team. But you know what, guys? I've had the same 6 Pokemon the entire way through, and that's who I'm going to stick to when fighting N. So we'll get back to this battle in the next episode.